And if you thought UAE had only that problem to worry about, UAE is being made famous thanks to Al Jazeera. There's US intelligence agents helped build UAE's secret surveillance unit. It seems that they are employing the services which I've already spoken to you in the previous videos of how they can hack into your phone, into your system, using Israeli technology, which they are going to employ full force during Expo 2020, just to make sure there's no bomb blast or there's no Houthis. I did get an email, but I don't know whether I should share this. But a guy has sent me an email with a YouTube video link of exposés stating, even on Reddit, that Houthi rebels from Yemen are going to bomb Expo 2020. And there are comments there. Now, I don't know how far this is true. I don't know how far this image is actually valid. I don't know how far people can actually post these comments. I don't know if these are even fake accounts. So I'm just sharing with you what I've received. It seems that Yemeni Houthi rebels are planning to attack. I did share with you in my previous video a Twitter account of investigative journalist who shared very openly that Yemeni Houthi rebels have threatened the UAE, stating that your glass buildings are going to be next targeted. So obviously UAE is worried because UAE prides itself for security. I would never wish, I'm telling you honestly, I would never wish anything bad to happen to UAE because there are people I love, people I know who are staying in UAE, so I don't want anything bad to happen to them. But UAE has to make sure that it protects its security, so it's teaming up with Israel and it's teaming up with ex-CIA, ex-FBI, ex-White House officials to make sure that UAE is very safe and secure. UAE is also being lobbying to ensure that there is the ban to get drones, to get technology, to get military equipment is lifted. Now, in case you would say that Loy Al Jazeera is only putting out fake news or negative news against UAE, this news is not from Al Jazeera, it's from Reuters. Reuters.com has said that UAE has lobbied several European countries to ease restrictions of weapons exports to the Gulf. And the reason why UAE is facing a tough time because UAE and Saudi are embroiled in the controversy of killings that are there in Yemen. Thousands, tens of thousands of people in Yemen have died. You can Google search, don't have to believe me. Millions are being pushed into famine. Children are getting killed every day. They are bombing hospitals. They are bombing places, schools, places of worship. So Germany has imposed a ban from March 2018 as per Reuters. And you have in the forefront, surprisingly, Al-Jaber, Sultan Al-Jaber, who is UAE's special envoy. He is the chief executive of state-run ADNOC. Okay, so he's the big power brand in Abu Dhabi. He has been carrying the UAE flag and trying. They were unsuccessful. Norway, they were unsuccessful until now. Germany, they're still trying, but let's see if they do manage to succeed or not. And the biggest scandal that is taking place for UAE is right now not the TikTok, the chatting app. And by the way, I did get screenshots from people where the chatting app is now officially being identified as a malware. It's spying on your phone. So Android devices and even Apple devices, if you scan and TikTok is there, it identifies it as a threat to your security and it deletes it automatically. Okay, that's why it's not available on the Apple website. On the App Store or on the Android store. This is not me giving you fake news. This is actual. So you can tell me, for those who say that I keep sharing fake news, why is this happening? You have New York Times, you have Al Jazeera, you have Twitter.com, you have NewsR. All these international global outlets are reporting that UAE has sought influence in the US election to have either Hillary Clinton or to have Donald Trump in the position of power. And they have this 64-page document that clearly states that the UAE Crown Prince, one of the most powerful people in UAE, funneled $3.5 million in campaign contributions to the key chief people. Now, I don't say that this is bad. I don't say this is good. This is part of politics. UAE needs to do whatever it can to ensure that its country benefits. Qatar is doing that. UAE would do that. Saudi is doing that. US is doing that. India is doing that. So all the countries would do whatever it takes to, take care of their country, to keep their house in order. So I don't say anything UAE is doing is wrong. However, the problem is how the media portrays it is a big question. So, but here what they're trying to do is really smear UAE's name in a really bad way, because the spotlight is on George Nader, who is having a really scandalous reputation right now, and they're associating him with the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Zayed. So that's another big controversy. Talking of controversies, these are bits of news where UAE is portrayed in a really bad light. Reuters says that the Serbian editor, what's his name? Stevan Dogcinovic, who's the editor of Serbia's investigative web-based media, that is Portal KRIK, which is known for exposing corruption and organized crime. He was banned from entering UAE because he has written on several, he has exposed several politicians, exposed several crime bosses. He was actually going to speak in a UN conference on corruption, but they banned him from entering. I was wondering why, but then it kind of made sense, because in 2015, this guy, Dogcinovic, or whatever his name is, Stevan, let's call him Stevan. In 2015, he was banned from entering Russia. So he's the enemy of Russia, Putin. So UAE and Russia are very close. Putin visited UAE, got an amazing welcome. So Russia, I'm pretty sure, flexed his muscles and told UAE, you want our support? Don't let this guy come in. So UAE said, fine, we are good friends with you. So if Pakistan can do that and say, no, I'll not come to the Muslim summit that was organized in Malaysia, with Saudi flexing its muscles, Russia must have flexed its muscles and said no to this guy. So UAE is not to blame. It's just a game of politics. UAE is trying to resolve its bad image. So dark matter, which was all over the news, especially with Reuters exposing it, in consultancy ME, CEO Faisal Al-Banai sells the cyber consultancy dark matter. They just sell it off. And so now he is part of, that is Faisal Al-Banani is part of leading UAE's National Defense Group, which makes him a very powerful individual. Now, in case you heard the name Faisal Al-Banani, well, he was the CEO of Axim Telecom. Those amazing ads, that amazing brand, he was the one who founded it. Now he's the CEO of a new defense group for UAE, that is Edge. Nice name. It has 12,000 employees, both government, and it has independent contractors, that is from US, UK, all the people who have retired from FBI, CIA, they employ them. And guess what? UAE, it seems, is officially been declared as the world's top 15, among the top 15 biggest military spenders in the world, as per in coordination with their GDP. So UAE is at the top. So UAE is taking its security way too seriously. Now, I don't know if this next news is good news or bad news, but IKEA in UAE advertised for 200 jobs. More than 90,000 people applied. So IKEA is saying, wants to show this news as, yay, see how many people love our brand. But I look at it as, you have 90,000 people who are unemployed. I mean, that's crazy, man. 90,000 people applying for this job. So you can imagine the desperation. Talking about desperation, you have a Pakistani celebrity, female celebrity, who was harassed in Dubai shopping center. I mean, what the fuck are you doing? You're talking of Pakistani men, they are, they see a female, they jump. It would have been the same if you're talking of a female going to an Indian celebrity going into some local area where laborers are there. Even in Delhi, they have the same problem. If a beautiful girl is there and there's a big crowd, they will misbehave. So it's very dangerous. I hope this female gets some common sense and next time takes security guys with guns. Okay. I'm pretty surprised that this website is easily accessible in UAE. Famproperties.com gives, if you check this website, I'll put the link, they show you properties, the progress, but why it baffled me is it actually shows you properties which have been 10 years, like 10 years old and still not completed. 10 years, buildings are still being constructed and it's like 20% or 18%. So I don't know how far this website is accessible to UAE, but if it is, just let me know. And what do you think? Does this add any good, positive image or is it all negative?